Somebody call a doctor because bad medicine is back. That's the answer. This is the Appleton Oak. I'm Mason Quinn. Folks, tonight we are taking a look at Brother Bear. This one is from 2003. It's a Disney movie, and that is all I know about it. First time watch for me. However, this one, I think, folks, guys, you can help me out here. This one's been recommended, I think, for almost as long as we've been doing reactions.
Quite a bit.
So we are now getting to it, and I'm excited because you all were very excited.
I know nothing about it other than, since I like Rick Moranis, I know this is like the last big thing he's done. Just has stayed retired since then, so I'm definitely ready, willing, and able to see what this is about, because other than that, I know nothing.
Yeah, I haven't seen this movie before, and this is one of those Disney films that I haven't caught in passing. You know, I've got a bunch of nieces and nephews and things like that, and a little guy now, and this one is never one that's been on the TV at family gatherings, so I haven't seen any clips or anything really, so coming in with a pretty fresh set of eyes. So,
all right, without further ado then, let's go!
This is Frankie. Frankie is a good man, hardworking mechanic, working 10-hour shifts and absolutely loves his job. So when a careless shop owner decides not to clean his slick, oily slip and slide 5W30 floor, and Frankie slips, falls, and lands oblique first onto a Phillips screwdriver, he needs somebody who can fight on his side and pay for that catastrophic fail. And that somebody is Morgan & Morgan. Morgan & Morgan is America's largest injury law firm with more than 1,000 lawyers and 4,000 case staff ready to fight for you. But Frankie is worried because he doesn't have the cash to pay for expensive legal fees. But worry no more, because Morgan & Morgan doesn't charge you any sign-up fees or other upfront costs. The fee is free unless you win. But Frankie is conflicted about the situation. He doesn't want to sue his boss, even if his boss hasn't talked to him since the incident. But Frankie, when you sue for an injury, you're not suing your lazy boss, you're suing his insurance company. There's no reason to feel bad for getting the compensation you deserve. So if you've been a victim in a car accident, medical malpractice, workplace injury, or any other personal injury, you can hit the link in the description to get Morgan & Morgan to fight for you. Frankie did, and he sure is thankful Morgan & Morgan had his back. And his oblique.
This is a story from long ago. It's the story of my two brothers and me. We were taught that the world is full of magic. The source of this magic is the ever-changing lights. The shaman woman of our village told us that these lights are the spirits of our ancestors, and that they have the power to make changes in our world. The greatest change I ever saw was that of my brother.
Wait a minute, we're gonna have humans? I was expecting bears.
Straight up bears?
I guess I'll have to wait.
Oh!
Oh, hoof in the head.
A hoof in yeah, he'd be donezo.
Never try to milk a caribou. No, don't. No, come on.
No.
Who remembers that happening to them?
Oh, my older brother.
If you had brothers.
Doesn't matter what the spirits say. You'll always be our baby brother.
Wait till I get my totem.
Baby brother. Oh, God. Hey.
Oh.
Whatever you say. Okay, Keenan.
So, what are we waiting for?
When the earth was young and the air was sweet.
Is this Macy Gray? Oh, Tina Turner?
oh, it could be Macy Gray too. Yeah,
I've never done kayaking.
yeah,
No.
it could be Macy. Yeah.
See him at Shields, and I just kind of look at him and think, doesn't work for me, bro.
I have done it. It's fun, except for when you fall over and like you watch your oldest brother keep falling over and over and over, tipping over and over again because it keeps holding the water in. Whoa! Oof. Is that a woolly mammoth? Oh.
These guys are taking some hits to the head.
No kidding.
Yeah, I'll probably get like a saber-tooth tiger for bravery. Something that fits me.
How about a mammoth for your fat head? Just tie it up.
Just tied it.
Oh no.
It'll be fine, probably.
It's fine. Bears can't smell.
No.
This is quite the musical intro here. I mean, this is intense. I'm going with Tina Turner on this one, guys. I think it's Tina.
I have no idea.
I'm just saying it's Macy Reyes is 2003, and that was right around her peak of popularity.
You nervous?
Excited.
It's a good one. Spirits have revealed to me your totem. Your totem is love
What?
What's a bear?
that connects all living things.
Who wants to trade?
Oof.
Love is the most precious of totems.
Oh, well.
Well, let's see how his fish are doing.
Come here, lover boy.
Leave me alone.
You smell so sweet.
Oh,
Instead of fighting, you're giving each other flowers. Yeah.
he's just such a...
Hey, bonehead. Just because his totem is wisdom doesn't mean he's wise.
Hey!
Oh, hi.
Oh!
Yeah.
You know, I felt the same way when Tanana gave me mine. The eagle of guidance. But now that I'm older, I know it's about being a leader.
Just want to get my handprint on that wall.
When you live by your totem, you will.
Bear doesn't love anyone. I mean, they're...
Is that Joaquin Phoenix?
You should have got the totem of Pinhead.
Knock it off.
It took me 2 weeks to make that basket. You get Loverboy to do it. He's the one that's messing things up all the time.
I'll go get your basket.
Kenai, wait.
Yeah, if it's Joaquin or not, I'm not the guy to ask for that.
Oh, the basket.
Yeah, that basket is wrecked. A grizzly?
Hey!
That's not a good idea.
Maybe not a good idea.
Oh!
Oh.
Kenai!
Bear, I'm behind you.
Oh!
Come on, Bear, come this way.
Oh, shoot.
Oh!
Just hold on.
Oh no.
Whoa!
Okay, so the bear gets out pretty easy. Where's his brother?
Sitka! Sitka! Kenai!
No. Sitka! Sitka, where are you?
Oh no, really?
It's pretty heavy in like the first 10, 15 minutes.
Oh wow, we really lost the oldest brother? Well, the youngest is going to feel guilty about the basket not tying it up. The middle one's going to feel guilty about making a big deal about the basket.
Well, if I may be optimistic, if we didn't see it, we don't know for sure. Maybe.
You ready? We're going after the bear.
Killing that bear is wrong.
Our brother is dead, and it's because of that monster.
I don't blame the bear, Kenai.
You really think love has anything to do with being a man?
Don't upset the spirits.
Spirits.
Oh.
I've got to stop him.
You left too soon, Sitka. Your brothers need your guidance.
Taking out to some bear and gonna bring your brother back.
No,
you know?
Just filled with that anger right now.
Whoa!
I mean, a pointy stick against a grizzly, your odds are not in your favor. Oh, that's where he plants it into the ground.
Got it.
Ah!
Oh boy.
Well, the spirits don't seem upset. Like,
Sitka.
oh,
Well.
there we go.
Uh-oh.
Or maybe. It turned him in.
Oh.
It turned him into a bear? Well, I guess the title makes sense now. Whoa.
Whoa.
Oh.
Oh. Oh.
Man, could we have a count on the number of headshots in here?
I don't blame the bear, Kenai.
A man wouldn't just sit here and do nothing.
God, it kind of almost sounds like Jack Black there now.
Oh. That's what Denahi's been through it. Lost 2 brothers in like a couple of days.
You decided to join the living.
Nana? I was at the top of this huge rock, and all of a sudden this...
I don't speak bear.
But she knows that it's him. That's awesome.
This isn't going to work. If you want to change, take it up with your brother's spirit. You'll find him on the mountain where the lights touch the earth.
So you're telling me you didn't need him, and you have no
I'm trying to find where the lights...
He's getting all worked up about, eh?
Yeah.
Stay still, eh? And I'll
You do.
Head down, head down.
We're not here.
Shh, what are you doing, eh? Please don't eat us. You wouldn't like us, eh? We're really gamey. My name's Rut. This is my brother, Took. How's it going, Bear?
Do either of you know where the lights touch the earth?
No. Sorry, Bear.
I was transformed into a bear, magically.
Crazy. Because then No. Okay. You see, we're not moose either.
We're not?
No. We're like squirrels. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
You see his face. He's like,
Oh, I wouldn't go that way.
Why not, eh?
I'm trying to, but you're talking.
oh.
Is the coast clear?
What?
Are there any hunters around? Guess you haven't seen the trap, huh? I saw it from a mile away. Let me show.
Oh, wait. Ow! No, just...
Look it up in the
I don't need some stupid bear's help. I just need the stick.
Okay. I climbed pine trees, oak trees, the trees, maple trees. My eyes were watering and my tongue was swollen. From that moment on. Oh, that was funny. Do it again.
Don't you have some place to go?
Yeah, the salmon run. I get you down, then we go together. Deal?
But if you can't, you turn around, walk away.
You swear?
Yeah,
Pinky swear.
this is a human trap, and you're just a dumb little bear. So there's really no way you're gonna be able to...
Oh.
Run!
Yeah, good riddance.
Oh.
Uh-oh.
Denahi, you found me. Why is he chasing me?
That's what they do. The next time we run into that hunter.
There is no we. Okay, I'm not taking you to any salmon run.
Oh, you pinky swore.
Yeah.
See you, kid.
Wait, the truth is, I got separated from my mom.
Oh.
I got my own problems.
Come on, please. Every night we watch the lights touch the mountain. And now see your birth on them. Come on, I'll show you. It'll be great.
You're sure you can take me to where the lights touch the earth?
Yeah, no problem.
The long face.
All right, we leave first thing tomorrow.
My name's not Kid. It's Koda.
Oh, nice.
What's your name?
Good day.
How's it going?
These guys.
Look, this is a nice patch here.
Oh, gee, don't go near this patch here. Something went here.
What?
Go away, eh? I'm eating.
We should start running. Like now.
I'm still digesting, eh? I'll get cramps.
Whoa, gee, he's after us!
I was saving this story for the salmon run, but I'll tell you.
How about no talking?
Okay, then I'll sing.
Oh, here we go.
Koda, stop singing!
With blue skies, yes.
Oh, of course, Phil Collins.
Phil Collins. If there was one man who went all in for Disney, it's been Phil Collins.
What else was he in?
Well, he did Tarzan, where he won the
hey.
Oscar over Blame Canada of South Park.
Oh, wow. Opinions vary.
There's been memes about Phil Collins' Disney performances.
It's like, oh! The wind stuff.
Kind of looked like Wolverine there.
Yeah,
for a
he
minute.
did. Wolverine, eh?
How's it going, bear boy? There's this hunter, eh? Following us. We lost the hunter back under the glacier. So you don't think he'll follow those?
They are great names.
I've got an idea.
This is really weird.
Oh.
Looks like Phil Thumper.
Yeah, I was going to say, some Bambi-style animals here.
Well, if this isn't just the most wholesome thing we've seen in I don't know how long.
If the snow is white, then it's all right. Yellow or green is just not green.
Do you ever stop talking?
Oh, the night rainbow.
You know about the great spirits?
Yeah, my grandma's up there and my granddad. You have a brother up there? What happened to him?
He was killed by a monster.
What's your brother's name?
Sitka.
If it weren't for you, I would have never met Kenai. I always wanted a brother.
All right.
Okay.
I'll go first.
Okay.
Something green.
Tree. Oh, my turn.
Yeah.
Something tall.
Tree. With bark.
Tree. A vertical log. Tree.
Vertical log.
So, where are we? Well, which way?
Lucky for you, I haven't lost worse than this before.
Oh, gee, our big guardian bear is leaving, eh?
Yeah, we better follow him.
Can you swing your leg?
I can't get off. Just relax and enjoy the ride.
Even though it's pretty much your fault.
My fault? I'm lost. I can't find my mommy. Will you take me to the salmon run? Why don't you just grow up?
Fine, I'll just go on my own then.
Fine. Go ahead.
Fine.
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 God, you guys just were having, like, bonding time, like, a minute ago.
Oh, now he's gonna get in trouble.
Koda.
Oh.
Oh, nice. This must be the place, right?
Oh. It's gotta be.
Those monsters are really scary, especially with those sticks.
Yeah.
You recognize anything yet? Or maybe you can't see past my fat head.
Maybe they can give us directions.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, that clear.
Oh, yeah, she's checking me out, all right.
She's looking at me. Look at that.
Right, look, she's looking at your ugly mug.
Hey, shut up! No, you shut up! Hey, will you shut up?
I know this place.
You do?
The summer run's not far. We just have to go through here.
Whoa! Took him straight into Mordor. You know what we need now?
Some eagles.
Some eagles.
If only they had some eagles that were big enough. Basically, it's Mordor.
Hey, there's the eagle.
Koda, where are you?
Ah! Scared you, didn't I?
They're scared, and then there's surprised.
And you were both.
There you go, Oak. You can use that now on jump scares.
Yep.
Yeah, I was surprised.
You got a spit right there. Kenai!
You're not getting me this time.
Kenai, look out!
Oh, that's the spear, too. Yep.
Oh, really? Come on.
Here we go.
Oh.
Better use them claws. You can always hang underneath like Arnold in Predator. Oh.
Now I lost his only way across.
Yep.
What are you doing? We gotta get out of here!
Whoa! Did a Neo jump there.
Why do they hate us, Kenai?
We're bears. Most bears will look for any excuse to attack a human.
He attacked us.
You know, you're just a cub. When you're older, you'll understand.
We made it! We're here! Come on!
Whoa, that big dog.
Try not to scare off the fish there, buddy. Hey, Koda, come here.
Hey, Kurt, have you seen my mom yet?
No, as a matter of fact, I haven't seen her.
Michael Clark, Duncan.
He's with you?
Hi.
I've never seen you at the run before. Where are you from?
It's like when you're holding onto your dog.
And see, Kenai, there's the mountain, just like I'm from.
I gotta get going.
Well, when you come back, we can go and...
I won't be coming back.
What?
Just tell him the truth.
Well, it's hard to explain.
You're leaving?
No! I don't belong here.
Don't belong? Buddy.
Everyone's
It's just the bare necessity. Oh, okay.
Wrong
movie.
Wrong one.
Oh, look at all those bears.
Got all them fish stacked up.
Oh, look at they're all Sam. They're swimming upstream. Look at the old one. Oh. Aw. No. Oh, can he finally get one?
Is he gonna get one? Is he gonna hit his head again?
Hey!
There we go.
Settle down, everyone. Settle down. Hey, the most interesting thing that happened to me this year, I'd say it was when I finally knocked down that tree that was blocking the view from my cave.
I lost my dear husband, Edgar.
Seinfeld.
That's George Costanza's mom.
Yeah.
I'm getting the next one. I got it! I got it!
I guess it's our turn. The most gorgeous.
No, you're gorgeous.
Edgar was alive.
Told you, woman, I'm right.
Here you go, Koda.
You gotta tell it, Kenai.
Okay, all right. I went on the longest, most exhausting journey I've ever been on, with the biggest pain in the neck I've ever met. What do you expect from a little brother?
Oh, okay.
This year, I watched my mom in a life and death struggle against all odds, battling possibly the most fiercest creature on the face of the earth. Okay.
I think we all want to hear the rest of that one, Koda.
No.
I thought you might say that. Coldest day in my entire life.
Was it
Me and
Kenai?
Mom were eating fish. Pushes me into the bushes and tells me to be real.
Oh no.
Yep, it was Kenai.
There's something in the woods running right towards us. The monster has her backed up against this giant glacier. The monster attacks.
Oh.
What's the matter, Kenai? Koda, so what happened next? She got out of the water, okay? Right after that, I met Kenai.
Oh, man.
Well, maybe if he gets up there, he can make everything right. I mean, right? Disney wouldn't break our hearts, would they?
Rah! Scared you again, huh?
There's something I have a story to tell you. I did something very wrong.
Mm.
I don't like this story.
Your mother's not coming. Koda! I give anything. I'm sorry, Koda. I'm so sorry.
Oh, that's no good.
Sorry, Kenai. I don't know what I'm doing anymore. I need help.
Oh, the eagle. That was his brother's spirit animal.
Sitka.
Mm-hmm.
Ah, see, the Eagles were going to come into play.
Oh, my God. Of course they were.
Look, I am sorry.
If I was driving, this never would have happened.
Okay, trample off, eh? I said I was sorry. Let it go.
I can't believe you.
Take off, eh?
You totaled them.
What?
It's that little cub. Gee, something's bugging
His
me.
horn is
Hey,
broke.
what's wrong, Smallish Bear?
I'm fine.
See, he's had enough of you too, eh?
Come on.
Trample off.
Still love
What about the time your hooves froze in the pond? Who sat with you all winter, eh? Now, why do you think I did that, eh? Because I love... do.
I love do too, eh? Go away, eh? Don't touch me.
I can change.
Got the leg going.
Like, we'll see you later, Smallish Bear.
Yeah, good day, eh? Pile of delicious barley and amberweed on a cool bed of malted hops.
I mean, come on.
They probably got, I forget the other actor's name. From
Yeah, I'm
Strange
sure
Brew,
that's
but I'm sure
it has to be.
It's those two.
I can't remember his name, sadly. He's one of those guys, he's in a lot of stuff, I just don't know his name.
Dave Thomas, I think it is.
All right, well, we'll check it when we get done here.
Please, Sitka. I don't know what else to do.
You edge that one.
No. Oh, no.
No!
Oh, Eagles coming in.
The wings.
Oh.
No.
Oh, man.
Okay, but he's still in spirit form.
Yeah.
Sitka? Koda. Koda, don't be afraid. It's me.
Oh. Mhm. Well,
If that just isn't.
mm,
A bear.
loving bear.
He needs me.
He
Wait,
did
what?
look better as a bear.
Denahi.
It's all right, Kenai. No matter what you choose, you'll always be my little brother.
Wait, I think Koda saw something.
I see.
Oh.
Ah,
Oh, that's what he saw.
thought so.
He just batted him.
Watch them claws. Whose turn is it now?
Brother Kenai went on to live with Koda and the other bears, and I passed on the wisdom of his story to our people. The story of a boy who became a man by becoming a bear.
Ah. Oh, he got his
Yep.
handprint. Oh, nice.
Nice.
No fish were harmed during the making of this film.
Well, that's a fun little ending they had there. Well, that was pretty good, guys.
All right,
How about
folks.
that?
There was I guess I could say the long-awaited Brother Bear, and this one was a lot of fun. A little bit different feel than some of the other animated films that we've seen. Now, we've said before on this channel that the animation is just the medium that's being used to tell the story, so we really do shy away from necessarily comparing films unless they are, very similar. So this one, I really like the story. I mean, first off, I'm pretty sure it was Rick Moranis and Dave Thomas.
And it was.
Yeah,
Rick Moranis.
The Moose
As Rotten Took.
Rotten Took were hands down the MVPs
of Bob and Doug.
of the movie. And if they weren't in here, it would have been severely lacking in terms of definitely the comedy, some lightheartedness. Definitely needed them in there to kind of change the mood a little bit because it was pretty heavy. I mean, Kenai was out there trying to prove himself, and in the process, through a mix-up, not being able to communicate with the bears, obviously, as you would in real life, ended up taking out Koda's mother out of anger. So the way that they kind of ended up turning that around a little bit and giving us a happy ending of sorts. I was hoping maybe that somehow with the spirits that Koda's mom would be able to come back, because I did not see the twist at the end of Kenai wanting to stay a bear and kind of help out Koda and kind of be the older brother to him that he needed. So that was a real interesting twist that I didn't see coming. And, I guess you could say it's, you never know kind of where you're going to end up or what your purpose might be in life, because it did seem like Kenai was kind of searching for that. Like, he's trying to prove himself in the beginning to his two older brothers. He was the youngest, so he kind of feels that desire to prove himself, and went off a little hot-headed, and that's how our whole journey kind of started. But I did like how Sitka, as the oldest brother, he was the wise one, with the reference as the eagle. And came in just at the end to kind of save the day before the story could have gotten real bad. But it was just very interesting how they used you know, the Native American side of it to kind of tell the story about, you know, kind of respecting the animals and respecting the spirits. That was, you know, a really cool way to tell it, because at the end it was a story about brotherhood and what brothers will do to stick together, and not all brothers are by blood. And I think that's kind of what we saw at the end with Koda and Kenai and kind of their relationship. So I just really liked that, how they were able to show that in a way that was, you know, something totally different. You know, think of all the different ways the story could have been told. You could have done it without even using animals in any way, but I think doing that put a real neat twist on it. Plus, you got to have the comedic animals, the moose and the rams in there, just yelling at the echoes the whole time. They were a close second for MVP. Well, a distant second, really. Let's be honest. The moose stole the show. But this was a lot of fun. Again, I appreciated the style of the animation. You know, this was 2003, so 21 years old. So really had that feel of being hand drawn. It kind of gave me that vibe. And I don't know. I mean, for me personally, it just feels different when it has that look. Like, look, I can appreciate the quality of the new, you know, Disney Pixar stuff that's computer generated and just looks ultra realistic or just looks so good, and I can appreciate that. But there is something to be said for this older style and the way they tell the story with it and the way the animation is done, that I don't know, maybe it's nostalgia that kind of brings me back a little bit. Maybe it's that, but I really liked it, and this one was a lot of fun. And got to see or hear Michael Clark Duncan again, so that's always awesome.
That's always
he's a legend.
That is always a plus. Yeah, this really like brought me back to like my childhood as far as, you know, watching Disney animation movies. I mean, you know, I grew up on Little Mermaid, Lion King, and so on and so forth. So like this looked like this was probably around the last time that they probably were still using a lot more hand drawn as we started to move into now, with more of, you know, the, you know, Pixar based animations, which is, you know, totally fine. I mean, it's still a lot of hard work, whether it's on the computers or drawing it, you know, and filling in all this stuff. And I was right in thinking it looked weird at the beginning, and I did look at Wikipedia. It started off in one aspect and was a little like more realistic as far as colors. And I noticed when he changed to the bears, it did seem brighter. And yeah, they did do a technique where they made it brighter and went full widescreen, because at first I thought there was something wrong with our settings. I thought I was going to do it. Well, yeah,
I thought so as well. I'm like, oh, that's interesting.
Because if you see, we watched at the beginning, like we have this box. I mean, you can't see, but then when he turns into the bear, then it's the full, it's the full wide screen.
Anamorphic. It's not even a normal 16 by 9. It's a more of an anamorphic wide screen.
Yeah. So they I did a really good pause right now. You're not seeing, but it was pretty cool. So that was really cool that they did that technique. But yet, like I said, it was just a fun, wholesome, like it. You had the older brother still looking on it. I mean, we knew that we were going to lose someone, because, I mean, that's, you know, obviously that's what we get in some of these movies. You have to, you know, go down a little bit before we rise up. And so, like, you had Joaquin as Kenai, you know, and, like, we gotta take out the bear, you know, and I think these two touched on it right away, so I didn't need to either. It's like, well, what is that going to do? I mean, it already... What happened. It's not going to bring your brother back. We're hoping, you know, Quinn even mentioned it. I don't know if I'll make a cut that, you know, we didn't see it. Well, you know, when they did the ceremony and everything like that, and then he was visited as a spirit to, you know, Kenai up on top of the mountain, you know, then we for sure knew. But even in the spirit world, he was still looking after his younger brother, the youngest of the brother, and, you know, made him a bear to just, you know, I think it opened his horizon. It opened his everything around him, his senses. He seemed like he was having fun, but then once he became a bear, he's just like, I got to get back to the human. And so then you had Koda come along and show him all the fun stuff about being a bear, including the moose. The mooses, they were great. I mean, I love Rick Moranis, so they hear his voice and David Dave Thomas, I haven't seen much of Strange Brew, but I do know it, eh? You know, you do know it, eh? She's a beauty, eh? So it was great hearing them, and they're perfect as a Canadian moose. I was just wondering, where was this like taking place, because they had nice warm weather that they could have that, and then they had the glaciers right there.
Probably the seasons in Alaska, I would think.
So I'm wondering,
Canada,
like, I don't.
Canada.
Yeah, that could actually be a good point, especially since there's Canadian moose, as I just talked about. But yeah, this movie was really fun, really entertaining, brought me back to my childhood in the best ways. I mean, we were laughing, we're having a good time. We're going, oh, we got to see, you know, Koda say his goodbye to his mom, you know, right before him and before her, I'm sorry, and Denahi took off. Oh, that's the middle brother. I'm sorry, Sitka, before they, you know, took off into the spirit realm. But then he chose to stay a bear, and so I thought that was pretty cool, because then, you know, now the tribe has kind of a, not a pet, but has a bear around, you know, to help them out with anything and ride them around, have the cub play with the kids. I mean, what could go wrong? But no, this was still a lot of fun. I really enjoyed this movie.
Yeah, I guess if I have to pick one word to describe this movie, it's just it's wholesome. And I said it a few times. I don't know if it's going to make the cut. It's wholesome. Answer, can you pull up the score for this, the music? That's what's been...
Oh, yeah, we got to look that up.
It's been driving me nuts. If it was Macy Gray or if it was...
So Phil Collins... Oh, it was Tina Turner.
It was Tina Turner. Okay, it was. And then
sang the opening song.
When Answer said Macy Gray, I'm like, you know what? It kind of started sounding like that, you know?
Where she hit a couple of those notes.
Yeah. And I'm like, but nah. Like when they came back, I'm like, nah, that's Tina Turner. So,
well, good.
You know, it's one of the really fun things about all these animated films is they use, and very purposefully, they use voices that we recognize. Obviously, if everything's animated, you could use anybody's voice and it would work. But there's voices that we know and that we love. As far as, you know, endearing actors that we love and certainly miss, Michael Clark Duncan is right at the top of that list. So to have his voice and to put him in that, the big kind of could be very scary, but it's just kind of the father figure bear, I thought was great. George Costanza, what is her? Estelle. Estelle Harris, of course, very well known as George Costanza's mom on Seinfeld. The fact that they put her in there, I thought was great.
It's like I can still hear
I got to agree with Mason Quinn, Rick Moranis, and Dave Thomas. As the mooses,
as the
moose, deer, moose. They stole the show for me. You know, it was a good mix of, I think, everything. It was a good mix of lessons, a good mix of comedy. I really agree with these guys as far as the animation felt very nostalgic, which, you know, as you get older, it's like, honestly, if I'm just being fully transparent, for as much as I love the new animation and how visually stunning it can be sometimes, you know, as somebody a little older, you just kind of miss that animation. You know, you really do. And so the animation, and look, I know it came out over 20 years ago, but the animation felt very, very nostalgic. You know, it wasn't like a super gut punch movie like some of the animated films we've watched. Of course, I'm always going to go back to Coco, How to Train Your Dragon, especially Part 2, Puss in Boots, The Last Wish. But it was a good movie that had its lessons. You know, lessons of, you know, kind of the old, you know, I don't know if I want to say walk a mile in somebody else's shoes, or maybe try seeing the world through somebody else's eyes. Maybe that would be a little bit better phrase to use. But, you know, they made a very interesting point of showing, you know, the humans thinking the bears are the monsters and the bears thinking the humans are monsters. And you know, when Kenai got a chance to kind of see the world through the bear's eyes, he realized that they have family, they have people that they love, they have people that they miss. They both shared the idea of the spirit world and those that we love never really being gone. And I think that was another very powerful thing, and something that's very strongly intertwined, especially with films that are about Native Americans, about the power of the spirits that we have in this world, and that people are never really gone. And I think that was another really powerful thing, something that's a little emotional, is the brother and the mom, like always looking down on you, and if you ever feel lonely and feel like they're not there, you kind of look up, and that's that's the Lion King. It was if you're missing me, look up to the stars. And a lot of movies that hammer that point, that the people that you love are never really gone. So they did that as well. So it was a really, really good movie. Am I gonna put it right up there with some of the top? Maybe not, just because, and it's not really saying anything like bad about this movie. It was a very enjoyable watch. It didn't quite hit as hard as some other films did for me personally. And I don't know that the plot was quite as I don't want to say well thought out or maybe well written as some of like the top movies, but this was still a phenomenal film. And this feels like one where you can watch it, and like there's some sadness, but not like anything like super traumatizing.
Where I'm knocked down for like 3 days.
Yeah. So, and it's and they as with a lot of Disney films, anything bad happening, sometimes it's just implied. So I think this is another movie that I think will be a fun watch for kids. I think you'd probably get a few tears and a few sad kids, but it comes back around. And for people of our age, or especially probably a little bit older, I think the addition of Rick Moranis and Dave Thomas, Rich Moranis and Dave Thomas in this film, George Costanza's mom, I think Estelle Harris. I think it makes for an all-around very, very enjoyable film. And like I said, just a wholesome film, and one of those movies like, am I gonna rank it as high as like a Coco or whatever? No, but I have like I gotta be honest, like there's a lot of like warm and fuzzies going on right now, and just a wholesome movie with the one thing I will say about this movie is that I think it has a very high, for me, a very high rewatchability factor. This feels like one that you can rewatch and rewatch and rewatch. And the Dave Thomas and Rick Moranis, I don't think would ever get old. But I loved this one.
Yeah, I mean, this is one where I'm betting, and I would love to hear from any parents out there in the comments if this is one that maybe your kids might have loved so much. It's one of those that's like always on repeat. You're like wearing out the DVD of it or whatever it might be now, obviously the streaming service, but it came out in 2003, so maybe you do have the DVD for it. But I could just see this being one of those that's always being played. And just because it is a little bit shorter, so it almost feels to a kid maybe like it's just a show and you're not dived into a traditional movie, because you think about some of the bigger animated ones that we've done. They're sometimes a little bit longer, and I think for that, with this one being a bit shorter, you'd have the ability to watch it over and over and over again. But with all that being said, again, I don't know what the budget for this one was, before I give my, because I'm just curious, because I don't, and again, we kind of talked about
46 made $250.
Yeah, I mean, a $46 million budget in 03, is pretty significant. But, again, I said earlier in my review, I don't necessarily want to compare it to some of the other big blockbusters, because, like, look, you can't compare this to what I consider the GOAT, Puss in Boots, The Last Wish. For me, that's number one. And you can't compare it, right? That'd be like comparing, like a lower budget, film to something like Avatar from James Cameron that gets all the money in the world to make it. So again, for me, this was a solid 4 out of 5 answers. A lot of fun, very rewatchable, great messages. Doesn't need to be anything, doesn't need to try to be something that it's not. So I really liked it for that.
Yeah, for me, I thought this was a lot of fun. Brought me back to my childhood with the animation and just how much fun everyone had, and got me to laugh, got me to well up a little bit. So it was pretty good. I'm going to give it a 4.4 out of 5 answers. And yes, I do believe too the rewatchability is very high for it.
Yeah, this was, like I said, I'll say it again because this is the best word that I have for this movie is just really wholesome. And these guys, look, we live in Wisconsin, right about the middle-ish of the state. So the northern part of Wisconsin's always been very near and dear to my heart. Obviously, we're far away from where this was probably at. But you know what this feels like, Mason Quinn? This feels like those movies. So when we went up north when we were younger, you know, sometimes you had a TV, it got maybe 3 channels, usually not. Usually it just had a VHS player with some tapes. You had a handful of movies that you could watch. Maybe around this time, DVDs. Does this not feel
This
like?
feels like,
does this feel like a cabin DVD?
It does.
Oh, yeah.
Absolutely
it
does.
just hit me at the end.
Yes,
I'm like, you know what?
you are right.
This feels like an up north cabin, like DVD VHS watch where the family gathers around after a day of being out and fishing and exploring the outdoors, and you come back at night, cook up some popcorn, get your pajamas on, and watch some Brother Bear. So this is a 4.5 for me. Again, I'm not going to put it right to the top with some of the other films that we've done, but still a really phenomenal movie. And one of those, like I said, a lot of warm and fuzzies. And I'm really, really glad I watched this movie. And this is one that I'm looking forward to. Look, there's movies that we watch from like, yeah, you know, probably not going to watch this with my son anytime soon. This is one I'm really looking forward to, and I love this one.
And especially one that flew underneath the radar for us. So thank
us,
you,
yeah.
all of you out there, for recommending this.
They rarely do they let us down. But this was a lot of fun. Hopefully you guys had as much fun as we did. So for Appleton Oak, that's Mason Quinn. I'm, of course, Answer. Good night, pals.